Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola making up row one. Green flag in the air, we're racing in Martinsville. And Denny Hamlin perfect through 1 and 2. Surges out in front. Eric Almirola now under fire from Martin Truex Jr. in the 19.
Steve mentioned it rained overnight. It's going to make that outside lane even more difficult to get fired off. It needs to get rubbered up just a little bit. Should be a big advantage on the bottom right here for a little while.
We got 3 wide down the back straightaway. Michael McDowell in the middle of that 14 car. We talked about it at the start of the show, Jeff, how that can create some problems for some guys. And look, it's created an issue for the 20 car who's going to lose multiple spots here. Eric Jones on the outside. Still 3 wide.
And right now, Joey Logano doing his best, kind of had to nerf the 20 out of the way a little bit. Now look at him lined up underneath Joey Logano. He knows that. He's looking really, really hard for a hole to try to jump into.
Yeah, they moved McDowell out of the way. Now Logano trying to get in behind. Oh, Kyle Busch, he does it.
Matty D cut Joey Logano a break right there. Matthew Benedetto really worked with him. Could have sent him around, decided not to early in the race. Won't see that kindness later on.
Saw William Byron already used the bumper in that 24, and he moved the car out of the way so that he could take a position. Now he has a mirror full of the 18 of Kyle Busch right on his back bumper as we see Brad Keselowski in the 2 making the move to the inside of that 34, David Reagan. What a dominant performance we saw out of Brad Keselowski earlier. Led 446 of the 500 laps in the earlier race this year.
So impressive. When we talk about Martinsville, it's not just the shape of the track, not just the concrete surface of the corners, but the inside of those corners. You see that red and white checkerboard. That is just not a line painted. That is curbing. It's not quite 90 degrees like you're curbing on your street at home, but it's still tall, 5 to 6 inches tall. If you hit that with your left front tire, it can shoot you up the racetrack.
And because this track has been a struggle for Kyle Larson, he has put more work into improving here than any other place. His crew chief, Chad Johnson, said he's put more effort into this race, and he's seen out of him in the last 4 years. He's been looking at other drivers' data, poring over notes. They came here with a different car, a different setup, a different approach. And he said, if nothing else, I really want to see it pay off for Kyle because he's put so much hard work into it. But Kyle's just not been able to move forward. Now he's 1 lap down, running 17th.
Yeah, Kelly, all that work put in by Kyle Larson, I mean, that's great work, great effort, but his teammate, Kurt Busch, is running 18th. They need to work on the cars some too. You know, to have Kurt Busch here running at 18th, we know how good he is here. They got to find some speed, but see right there, the 19, I don't think he's going to get to the 3. That's a big break for Kyle Larson.
That's a great point. Great point about the 1, Jeff, pointing out what kind of equipment they have. Look at this battle right here.
Yeah, Chase Elliott went around the outside of the 18, around the outside of the 41. 41 car struggling here at the end of this run. That's got Chase two spots, 2 points. He moves into 8th position now. He's trying to run that high line and get a good drive off on momentum on that 10 car.
Yeah, Marola, that's for 7th.
Yeah, Eric's 3 wide up there. Pretty aggressive.
Now just 1 lap to go for Martin Truex Jr. in stage 1. Can he get by Austin Dillon? That would keep Kyle Larson a lap down. The free pass would go to the first car a lap down. And right now it's still Kyle Larson unless the 19 gets by the 3.
On the outside trying to make it happen.
Martin Truex Jr. is going to win stage 1. He actually gets a better restart than the 19 of Martin Truex Jr., but he tucks in behind him. Blaney has to check up. Now Blaney hard charging on the inside for 2nd.
They know it's a race to Kyle Larson. They know he's on older tires. Who's the first one to get to him?
Kyle Larson hanging on right now as he comes out of 4. Now he'll see the white flag 1 more time around. 2 more times around, excuse me, 2 more times around.
So the fact that he got out in clean air, I don't think he will still win the stage. I think Truex is going to perhaps get to him, but it's going to be a huge gain from the 14th position he was running in before the pit stop.
Larson now has the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. behind him. Now it's 1 to go. The final lap in stage 2.
Larson to the very bottom of the racetrack, just trying to slow everybody up in the middle of the corner. Truex, huge run on the bottom.
He's going to try to get to the inside, trying to win this stage. Side by side through 3 and 4. Truex Jr. fights for it, and he'll win stage 2.
A+ call by Chad Johnson. 9 points. 9 points. When we leave Phoenix in 2 weeks and the 42 car makes it on points, go back to Martinsville and then 9 points at the end of stage 2.
Teammates once again continue to fight, and there's the bumper. He puts the bumper to the back of the 18. Up the racetrack he goes.
Interesting.
And a little contact back as they go down the front stretch.
Now he wants to get in there. He's going to get in behind this 11. Ooh, he was nice.
Get your breath, everybody. Calm down. Long way to go.
Long way to go in this race, but only 3 weeks for a championship. And I think these Gibbs guys know they're racing each other. They're trying to push and bang. You mentioned it, this big aggressive move right here. He dives on the inside. Gives a little shot to the 18. Up the track he goes. Kyle Busch has got to be furious inside the race car.
That was the second time they made contact, you saw. And then right here, Kyle Busch in the right rear. Family, Kelly.
Kyle Busch might be furious, but he hasn't said anything over the radio. I think he let it be known there on track, but his spotter, Tony Hirschman, said what you guys just said. Calm down there, a lot of racing left to be done, Marty.
Denny Hamlin said nothing on the radio as well, but Chris Gabehart did. He told his driver, laser focus, focus forward, move forward. Denny Hamlin's been very frustrated all day long outside of the top 5. For the first time in a long time, he's back in the top 5 now. Battle for the lead shaping up, Rick.
Definitely, with Truex Jr. coming up on Austin Dillon. Now he's got the 24 of William Byron to worry about. Byron running a little bit higher line, almost what we had seen from Denny Hamlin earlier. Maybe he's taking a page from the Denny Hamlin playbook as he looks to the back bumper of the 19 of Truex Jr.
And just faster. Lap in and lap out, 1/10 of a second faster than Truex. So guys, faster is one thing.
There's contact off of turn 4. The 18 car spun around.
He's
10 car
sideways
as
with
well.
10 also, and there's contact with the 48, also the 47 of Ryan Preece involved. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson got into the 10, who was turned around. It all started with the 18 sideways right on the front stretch. The caution once again is out.
Yeah, they come off of turn 4, and the 10 car and the 18 they got together, both spinning.
Look at the damage on the 10 car.
Let's take a look at it. Down in 3 and 4. I don't know if there's a little contact there, but they just get together. Really similar to last year's finish. And it turns the 18 back across the racetrack. The 10 spins to the inside. The 48 makes contact with the 10 here. Big contact.
Wow.
Doesn't look like anybody hits Kyle's car. Very lucky. I think he was extremely lucky.
Look at Matt. Look at Chase Elliott. Oh, gosh. I would say that Kyle Busch was very lucky, as you said.
Stay low, gas up, still outside, come back middle, still outside.
Oh, that was close.
Come up.
Great restart for Truex Jr.
And he spun his tires a little bit.
Fight for second is on now.
Look at Blaney. Sail that thing in the corner.
Oh, and he goes up
contact.
the racetrack. William Byron got into the left rear quarter panel.
Watch 12. Watch him outbrake William. Look at that. It's half a car length in the corner on the outside. So impressive.
And now the race off. The 24's got him. Here comes the 12. A little deeper into the turn.
That was an impressive move right there. Got a huge launch on the corner. Out next to the corner.
Into the walls, the 22 of Logano. The 11 put the 22 of Logano into the wall as they came off of 4.
And there's some heavy smoke out of the 22. Left rear tire rub. Oh, the left rear looks like it's going flat quickly.
A lot of damage to Joey Logano. He's going to go up into the wall.
Hold the brake. Keep coming there. Hold the brake up there. Keep coming there.
Still no caution. And he was able to stay off the wall, but Willie now
Hold the brake,
turn
hold
1
the
and 2,
brake,
he goes around.
hold the brake,
Caution will come
hold
out.
the brake. Get fired up and get ready to roll here. One more, go, 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 go.
Here we are on top of the roof of the 22 car off turn 4.
Rolling inside the 11. On your side, keep coming up the
A lot of
11.
contact between the 2 cars.
See right here, the 11 way up the racetrack.
Yeah, just
Wow, climbed the wall.
it didn't leave the 22 enough room out there.
That could be some damage there, Steve, don't you think?
Yes, that is heavy, heavy contact. You see the left rear going flat was the issue that caused the 22 to lose control, but you have to ask yourself how much damage that did to the suspension on the 22. He'll come to the service of his crew.
What about the damage to the 11?
Yeah,
the right side.
Yeah, the right side definitely took quite a bit of damage. The right rear tire has most of the Goodyear missing.
Under 6 laps to go. 25 wins for Martin Truex Jr. But until this year, he had never won on a short track. He swept Richmond, won both of those races. So he has now won on a short track. And after finishing second at this racetrack before and showing that he could win on a short track, but never getting it done, he has put on one of the most dominant performances ever at Martinsville. 459 laps and counting as far as laps led, coming up on 4 laps to go, and about a 3-car length lead now over William Byron.
Remember this about Martin Truex Jr. Since the start of 2017, Kyle Busch 17 wins, Martin Truex Jr. 18. Martin Truex Jr. has been the guy for the last 3 years.
Has a championship and looking for another. A win here puts him into the championship 4 for another fight. 3 laps to go. Now coming up on the 41 of Daniel Suarez. Will these guys play nice and get out of the way? Or will it allow the 24 of Byron to close the gap?
Suarez doing a smart thing, getting out of the way.
2 to go. Here comes Byron. Moving up the racetrack, trying to allow these 2 to fight it out. Coming up on the final lap. One more time around. The gap down to a car length. William Byron, does he have anything? Down the backstretch for the final time. Martin Truex Jr. has dominated at Martinsville. He will have a championship 4 spot.
Welcome to Miami.
I can't believe we just won Martinsville, man. I mean, Miami's awesome, but we've wanted to win here for a long time, and the guys have worked so hard. I've worked so hard. I used to just be terrible here, and just an awesome bunch of guys. What can I say? Auto Owners, Bass Pro, Toyota, TRD, everybody back at the shop, brand new race car again, and it still wants to keep going, but
Yeah, we're slowly losing your race car.
it'll be all right. It wants to just keep going, but I can't say enough about all these, everybody on our team and all these fans out here. Man, this is awesome, and to win here, to get a grandfather clock's pretty special.
When I talked to you this afternoon, honestly, you didn't seem that confident. Did you expect a performance like that, leading 464 laps?
I don't think anyone expected that. This racetrack in general, you don't see that. So hats off to my guys. The pit crew was stellar today, and we didn't make many adjustments. We adjusted on it early, and it came to life, and that was a lot of fun. So I don't know, maybe now I got this place figured out, who knows, but I'm just really proud of everybody. And after last year, and we talked earlier, everybody wants to keep talking about last year, and I'm like, we got work to do. So I'm just proud of everybody for for giving me a race car like that and being able to put it all together today when it counted.
You mentioned the disappointment of last year. Does this make up for that?
I'll let you know in a few weeks. I mean, the cool part is we're going to Homestead again, so that was what we tried to accomplish this this weekend. We don't have to worry about points anymore. We can just get to work on a Homestead car, and looks like they're fighting again. But I'm so excited and proud to drive this thing, and our team's unbelievable.
Saw Denny Hamlin. He was on the ground. Someone has come over there. And you see crew members now starting to get back up.
That's Joey. He's scared. He said, "Do you want to go?" I said, "Yes, I'm here." But then he runs away, so.
What was the altercation on track that led to it?
I got close off of turn 4. It looks like we got together, and it looks like collateral damage. He blew a tire, but I mean, he would probably say, short track racing.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to him about it and was pretty frustrated. I mean, he just kind of came off the corner like there wasn't on a car on the outside of him and ruined our day. A shot to win for sure, and we probably weren't going to beat the 19, but we had a top 5 for sure coming our way if we just were able to survive there. And I don't really know what happened because once he started hitting me, he didn't lift. He just kept finishing me off. We ran each other fine all day, so I don't know. I don't really know what happened.